today we will learn about the pivot and unpivot functionality, right?
Yeah.
So why do we need pivot and unpivot? So to understand that one first, let me prepare some sample data for you. So
Sure.
basically, I mean, in real time scenario, if you consider any student table which contains the student name, the course, and the
Yeah.
score, right?
Yeah.
So, in the student table, we're gonna store the student name, the course on which he has enrolled,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then the score,
Yep.
how much he has scored
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with
after
you.
the
I'm with you.
examination.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm considering myself as a student, and another name I have taken Nayan. So, I mean, this one is the subject. Okay, like a course. So if I insert these. Okay, so
Yeah.
we populated the sample data.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, so if I query this now, just this one, right?
Mhm.
What we gonna get? The five records, right?
Yeah. 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 3, 4,
But
5.
but if you look at this record, wait, let me show you something in the Excel. Yeah. So this one is score, and this one is basically your course, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I mean, you can see the repetition, right?
Mhm.
Whereas, I mean, if I consider this, it will be in easier format. I have only two students, so I need only two. Then definitely, if I keep the English as a course, okay, and
Yeah.
and the history as a
Yes.
history as a course,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then if I keep this number, right, so that will be easy to understand. Yes,
It's,
Avishek
yeah.
in English.
It has less rows and columns this way.
Yes. Less rows,
It's
and
more normalized.
yes, more normalized, and it is better to understand these things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, it's clearer. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice and clear, because for Avishek it will be a single record which
Yeah.
will give me all those details, like in English how much he has scored, in history how much he has scored, and if
Yeah.
I have some other courses, then it will goes on, like
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
maths,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Geography.
geography,
Yeah. Yeah. I
and so on, right? So there will be no repetition, right? Against the same name there won't be any duplication, that yes,
Yes.
Abhishek score in, I mean, in English, and sub won't be repetition. So in a single record you will find everything, right? So
Mhm.
it's easier for you to find it out. Let's say, for example, if someone has asked you that, yes, can you find the result of Avishek? So in where clause you only need to put the where name as Avishek, right?
Which I understand. Yes.
Yes. So and you will get these records. Let's say, for example, if I ask for Nayan, you just enter where name equals to Nayan, and you will get these records, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it will be easy for you to understand, right? So how this conversion happens? So if it is easy for us to understand in this way, then what is it called for? You have noticed that yes, this is my data, and we are doing a pivot, right? what
Mhm.
is what is I mean the rows we are converting into the columns, right?
Mhm.
So rows to column is pivot. Okay. So
Mhm.
whenever in real time scenario, if you're looking for something where you need to convert your rows into the column, right?
Mhm.
You need to use what? The pivot. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I mean the importance and why do we need pivot is clear to you, or do I repeat it again?
No, I understand.
Okay. Now coming to the query part, how you can convert these things, right? So
Mhm.
when we are coming to the query part, you can see I have written one query for you, like
Mhm.
the names. If I query this one, this is like this, right?
Mhm.
If I query this, we will still get the same.
In result, yeah.
Yes. What additional stuff we are getting is pivot. Okay.
Mhm.
First, let me execute this query, then I'll come to what does it mean by pivot? Why do we need sum? Why do we
Yeah.
need English and all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if I execute this syntax, the expected result which we have discussed, right?
Yeah.
We are
Comes
we are
like that.
we are getting like that. So now coming to the pivot, so definitely you have some understanding like of grouping a record,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So in sum is a grouping function where
Yes. Yes. Yes.
what we are doing, we are passing n number of records, and in returns it is giving me a single result set, right? So
Hmm.
so for Abhishek, if you have noticed, we have passed two records, right? I
Hmm.
have I have given one condition like English, and then we are doing sum. So how many records we are getting for Abhishek? It is only one, right?
Hmm.
So if we do sum of 95, what we will get? 95 only, right?
Hmm.
If we do max or if we do mean, what we will get? Some other values,
Hmm.
right? So mainly we are looking for sum. So that's why we are getting the value as 95. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, if we look at Nayan, we are getting 45, right, for English,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Now, some part is clear to you, right? I mean, how and why we are getting. I'll insert some different value and I'll demonstrate
So you
what
said you said in English and history. Does that
yes,
mean only give us a pivot or whatever only for English and history? So if
yes,
geography is in the data, ignore it.
yes. It will ignore it
Can you
if
can you add geography like
yeah,
Abhishek
yeah,
geography? I want to see what that looks like.
yeah, sure.
Is that
So
yeah
so let me insert the data for geography, right? Geo as 90. Let's
yeah?
say for example. Okay. Then we'll insert, but if I execute this query, you
We'll
won't
get the
get
same result as before,
yes, as
which
before.
is okay,
But
okay.
yes, but
And if we take out the in clause, then it will do everything.
yes, if I pass this now,
Then it will do everything.
then it will give you the everything.
Yeah, I understand. I
Okay.
understand.
So you see for
It's really good. It's really
so
good thing.
yes, so for Abhishek, as I have inserted 90, so it is giving you 90.
Yeah.
But there is no record for Nayan, so it is giving you null,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now coming to the point, like if you have so many columns, but if you are concerned about only English, okay, you just want to convert the English column. So you just pass the value as
Yeah.
English,
I understand.
you will
I
get it.
understand. I understand. I
Okay.
understand. Yeah.
So I mean, is there any doubt or confusion so
No,
far?
no. I understand it fully.
Okay. Now to just make you better understand, let me insert another record with same value, history and history, right?
A duplicate.
Duplicate record, just to make you understand what happened inside. So previously, what
Okay.
we what
Will it some
yeah,
it will add which one did
yes,
you add?
yes. So that is what I'm going to
Which one did
explain.
you add? Okay, it's
You see,
164.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So I mean, if I paste it, you can see previously it was 82. Now,
Yeah,
as I have inserted a duplicate record, it is giving me 164,
yeah, yeah. It
right?
will add. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
yes, because it is doing the sum of it,
yeah, yeah.
right? If
I
you
understand.
if you pass it here like mean, it will give you the minimum value. Okay, like
Hmm.
90. If you pass it as maximum, it will give you some extra values. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt in
Mm,
pivot? Pivot is
mm,
clear.
pivot is clear.
Okay. Now should I move to the next part?
1 second. You showed me what the first was sum, then you showed me min, and then you showed me max. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. I
So
understand.
so
No
the
doubt.
so the way grouping function work, in the same way it will work here as well. Doesn't
I
matter we are
understand.
we are doing pivot or we are doing unpivot, anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it will act as a, I mean, the way it is working for grouping.
Hmm.
Okay. So there
Hmm.
is no such difference. Okay. So
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't have any doubt or confusion, I'm moving to the unpivot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. So for unpivot also, you have seen this structure, right? If you have this structure, right?
And
If
we
you
want to and we want to convert it back to how it was at the top.
yes, how it was at the top, right?
Okay.
So I mean, pivot is doing what? I mean, rows into column. Okay, it is converting into the column. And if you want to, I mean, convert the column into rows, right? Then for that one, what we need to do? Unpivot.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why we are using unpivot. If you are having multiple column, right? Like
Mhm.
multiple columns,
Mhm.
then I mean, definitely there will be some problem, right? One by
Mhm.
one, one by one, one by one. So
Mhm.
I mean, if you want, I mean, into a single column, right? You don't want to create, I mean, so many columns, right?
Mhm.
So what you will do, you will keep a course column and where you will keep the names and all, and you will feed all those data, and in returns you want to get it everything. So
Mhm.
for that one, I mean, what I have done, I have created another table, right?
Mhm.
Just to demonstrate, right?
Mhm.
Now I'm going to insert the record. Okay. Now let's see how it looks like. Sorry. If I simply query, if I simply query this table, you see we are getting like this, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So our data is like this.
Normalized there.
Yes, right? Our
Mhm.
data is like this. Now we just want to convert these things into the column.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Abhishek repeated number of times, and
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, it is like this
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I understand. I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
So for that one, previously what we have used, I mean, pivot. For unpivoting, we are using unpivot. Okay.
Mhm.
So as simple as that. So the first thing which we need to understand, like here's what are the key columns do we need? Okay. So the
Mhm.
key columns are like student names,
Mhm.
courses, and the score,
Mhm.
right? Because these are basically the courses name. Okay.
Mhm.
This is my student name, and in these columns, basically we are having the values,
Yeah.
right? So if you look at the syntax, it is like a for loop.
Yeah.
Okay, like score. Okay, a score will be the variable name for this one is the, I mean, course column where it is searching for these values. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if I execute this entire query to demonstrate how it will be like, so you can see it is like this. So what it does basically internally, it will start executing from here. Okay, it will start executing it from here, and then it will it will go to maths, it will take the value, then again it will go to English, it will take the value, again it will goes to history, it will take the value,
Mhm.
again it will go to science, it will take the value, and it will give me this record. Okay, clear?
Mm. Yeah. Can you show me the syntax? I'm a little bit confused about
Yes,
that.
yes, definitely. I mean, I'm just first I'm explaining this thing, then
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
come to the syntax so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it will be easy for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely you have written some sort of store procedure,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if you have, I mean, how if I ask you to convert this to this, right? What you gonna do? You will write one for loop, right? Where
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
will first take this record. Okay, for this
And
record,
and then read each one
read
separately.
read each one, right? So you are
Yeah.
reading maths. The value of maths is 78. The
Uh,
value of English for
yes.
Abhishek is
Yeah.
85. The value for history for
Yeah.
Abhishek is
Yeah.
91, and for science it is
Yeah. Yeah.
76,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it will convert and it will give you like this,
Sure.
right?
Sure. Sure.
In the same way, for Nayan, right? It will do pivot and unpivot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, any confusion or doubt to
No, no,
understand? Okay.
no.
So the unpivot, how it works is clear to you. Now let me go to the syntax part, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
syntax part up to here, I mean, if you
I
note,
understand that.
if you
I understand from up to from. I understand.
okay, so student name, column name will be student name, the
Yeah.
course will be the course, and the score will be score here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, eh, the data from where we are taking is the name of that table. Okay. So we created the student table. So we have taken the data from students, right? And we are doing what? We are doing unpivot.
Mm-hmm.
Previously it was pivot, you
Mm-hmm.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Now we
Mm-hmm.
are doing unpivot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for unpivot, as I said, like the concept of for loop, the way for loop works, in the same way we are doing it. So the keyword for, okay. So one will be the score, okay, for this one, okay, and then course will be the name of the columns, like where column, where from where we are reading it, okay.
Can you
So
repeat again from unpivot onwards? I don't understand that.
okay,
The syntax.
okay. So from unpivot, right? Read the lines. I mean, let
Score for course in that.
yes,
I understand course in that, meaning go through for courses that are maths, English, history, and science. But I don't.
okay. You don't understand why it's score for, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Score is basically just the name of the column. That's it. Where it will keep. It is like a container. Okay. In
Okay.
in this example, I mean, I started
Oh,
picking.
go back. Does it mean that provide the score for these courses?
Yes. I
That's
mean,
it.
instead of this, if you keep the ABC, if they keep the name ABC, it doesn't matter, right? You see, the name gets changed only. That's it.
Okay. How does is it because we've said ABC here at the bottom, and
Hmm.
then you can refer to it? Okay, okay, okay.
Clear?
It's just a column name that we've created.
Yes, yes, yes. That is what I mean. Column name
Oh,
is
easy,
what?
easy,
It is
easy.
just a
I
placeholder.
understand. I understand. I
Okay.
understand. Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for my
Okay. Okay.
clarification.
Okay. So I mean, as it holds the score of the student, so we are giving the name as score. That's it. For better understanding. That's it.
Hmm.
So I mean, you can keep any names over here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
any doubt or any confusion with
No,
this?
no, no, no.
Okay.
Perfectly
If you have
understood.
any doubt or confusion, feel free to reach out to me.
No,
No
no.
issue.
I totally understand.
Okay.
Um, I totally understand. You made it very clear.
Okay. So this is all about the pivot and unpivot. So I mean, should I move to the next topic, which
Yes,
is your
yes,
temporary table?
yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.